Well, Ron's editing some photos there. We'll get started. It's episode, I believe, 26. If not, it might be 27. I think it's 26. Welcome back, everybody, to the Picking Pennsylvania podcast. We took last week off. Schedules just didn't line up, and I was busy as a bee. Head over and join us on the socials, the Facebook, the Instagram, eBay stores, H Steelers, Ron's Online Treasures, and the Susquehanna Picker for all your Christmas shopping needs. But be prepared to pay shipping because I don't offer free shipping. My name is not Jeff Bezos. I don't offer it. My AirPods sound really funky. To me, when I can hear myself talk in the AirPods, I feel like I'm a freaking movie announcer. It's like bassy. It's like coming this fall. Yard sales are dead pretty much for the area for the next couple months.
How'd you make out with the Wicked Barbies? Did you get any?
No, I thought about going out, but I was like, man, eBay's gonna pull those off, and then you're stuck with all this shit. I mean, I guess the store would have took them back, but I mean, that's one of them.
I figure
no risk, high rewards.
They're gonna come out with a sticker or something that the stores can probably a permanent sticker that they can put on over top of it or something.
And then you steam them out.
Yeah. I thought about it because I saw it online. I was like, man, I should run out there to Walmart quick and just check, but I decided not to. I mean, it goes into our top 5 later on in the show is the top 5 Christmas gift crazes of all times, or toys crazes.
I'm going to say eBay's kicking them off because I just did some comps real quick. There's only 25 that sold, and active is 36. There should be a lot more on there. So if I take out the word website out of the title, we've got 1,200 plus. So I'm thinking they may be yanking them.
And like I said, even at that point, you could return it to the store and they won't charge you a restocking fee because it's a recall. So I used to do that sometimes with what I thought would be good value Christmas toys. I'm not that guy. I'm not going out and buying them all, but I'd buy like 5 of each different toys I thought. And if they weren't, I would just take them right back to Walmart because at the time, Walmart does not offer a restocking fee. So there's if they don't sell, if they're not the hot toy, you just take them back and get your money back. There's no, you're not out any money. But move into a drink of the day. Anybody drinking anything?
Winter Jack.
I got my Great Monster.
Great Monster, the old Jack Daniel's Winter Jack Apple Punch. I'm drinking straight orange juice. Started getting a little tingle in my throat last night, out of the blue.
What are you catching?
I was sitting on the couch watching YouTube, like, there's a tingle. Now Patrick was off school last Friday with a sore throat.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, that's been 5 days ago, so.
It's going around. So is COVID.
Yep, COVID's going around too.
I feel great. It's just a small tickle in my throat.
You can order free test online.
I did get some. I got mine already.
I think I still have 2. I don't know how good they're for, but I don't know if they're expired or not. But I think we still have 2 floating around here.
Yeah, just go on and order some more.
They're free.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know because yesterday at work and then today, it stemmed from yesterday. I was cleaning up some retention ponds, and when I was blowing the leaves and shit out of there, I accidentally forgot what I was doing, and the backpack blower hit the cattails, and it looked like there was a full-blown blizzard going on. There was just shit everywhere. And I'm hacking, so I'm thinking that was it. So I'm doubling up on allergy medicine for the next couple of days. Let's just get out of the way. We set sail in 1 month, so just everybody gets sick now, so we're fine for the cruise. Yeah, so yard sales are pretty much wrapped up for the year. Some estate sales are popping up, which leads me to a question. Do you guys go to church bazaars, like the Christmas bazaars at churches?
Yeah, I went to a couple last weekend, and it's crafts and it's some yard sale stuff, but it's a lot of regular, just pack the shit up and sell it next week, and then sell it the following week, and like going to the flea market, only indoors. People try to make a buck.
But let me tell you, there's other thrifters there, and they really get on my nerves because they go through, they grab everything that they want, put it in a pile, and then they sit down at the table and sit there and look all their stuff up on the phone, and then put everything back when it's not worth money.
I had just assumed it was all like homemade stuff, like crafts and stuff, but I saw a listing. I was like, well, that looks like some shit.
They usually, if it says grandma's attic or something like that, or something bargain basement, then it's got flea market and thrifty stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
Because they're kind of mixing them together now. They're a bazaar and flea market. That's what the last weekend I went. The two I went to, they both were listed that way. So,
I might check one out if I'm not doing anything. It was, I've just been busy the last couple of weeks. Hunting season. I went out hunting a couple more times. Speaking of that, do you eat deer bologna or anything, Ron?
Oh, I do. I love it.
All right. I'll have some for you. I don't know if I can get it.
As my wife would say, she goes, "Did you catch anything?"
I kill.
Yeah, we shot. Patched them up, sent them back.
I'll be out your way tomorrow. I don't know if I'll be able to drop it off tomorrow. But I got 30 pounds of sweet bologna and 30 pounds of sticks coming. So,
wow, that's a lot.
Well, I misjudged the weight of my deer, and I had them split it a third. I should have did like a half and a quarter, but that's all right. So I pick up that meat tomorrow, so I'll make sure you get some. Would you prefer sticks or bologna, Ron?
Either, whatever you want.
They're sweet. They're sweet sticks. It's not like they're not pepper sticks or anything like that. Got the skull back too. My buddy did. Cleaned it all up. Back the microphone way there.
Oh, that's a good one.
It's a weird one. Like,
what the heck is that? Just one on the other side.
What you need to do is take the one there on the left with all the 4 points and take it off. And now you got a unicorn.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm telling you, man, I don't know what the hell is. I mean, look at this guy. It's just one solo. I mean, when you see that side, because that's how I saw it in the brush. He was like that. He was facing that way. Like I'm looking at him. I was like, holy shit, that's a good rack.
That's a nice 8 point.
Yeah. And then he turned, and I'm like, what the hell is going on here?
Fight? Is there two there?
And I'm like, but it's so freaking huge. I mean, that's a 12-inch spike. So, but yeah, he did a good job on it. Cleaned it up really well.
I wonder if he might have broke his rack, one of his racks last year during the rut. I mean, I don't hunt, so I don't know. Do they get malformed the next year?
I don't know. I don't know if they can if it damages them or not. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know if it damages them or if it's just genetics. Because we have about this year, including him, that we know of on camera in our area, we have 3 with one antler on one side.
Oh, that sounds like genetics then.
Yeah, it's in the gene pool somewhere.
Wow.
So I'm not afraid to take him out of the gene pool.
Yeah, not the chronic wasting disease or whatever they call.
Yeah, that's actually like literally right on the other side of the highway from us. So I don't know. We don't. Obviously, you could tell if something's wrong with a deer. They're not acting right. But yeah, so that's pretty much wrapped up. I might go out one more time after Thanksgiving, but probably not. I don't like being cold, so that's done. eBay's busy. I mean, sales have been going pretty good for you, Ron, or?
They're okay. I got a special invite for a coupon system that eBay sponsored, for, I guess, sort of for the top rated sellers and things. And I accepted it. So everyone's allowed to buy something at 15% off. But there's really no way for me to tell if they applied it. Cause I had a guy yesterday, he goes, I bought some comics for like $35. And he goes, it didn't take the 15% off. So I'm like, okay, well, let me do my homework. And I checked all my other sales for yesterday because it started yesterday. And nothing says anything about they took the coupon. And how it works is that after 45 days after the sale ends, I got to pay them the 15%.
Okay.
So I'll get full price, but then I owe them 15% after 45 days.
Now, will they withhold that from your funds or?
No, nothing's withheld from my funds. I have to pay it myself. So if I don't have enough of on my account, then it just goes negative.
Okay.
This is the second time, and I think I owed like $1,500, $1,600 last time.
Now, is it 15% off the total order value, so including tax and shipping, or just the price of the product?
Good question. I know they only get 2.
My guess is it's probably off the total order.
And I was hoping it wouldn't be on anything you just put on, but it's as soon as you put it on, it automatically gets it. So I don't like discounting my stuff right away. So 140, 15%. 119. Well, according to what I'm looking at my first listing, it's just 15% off the item, the purchase price. It doesn't say anything about the shipping.
I'm going to experiment with something on eBay here probably tonight. I should change it over here right after the show. That alien costume I got, that Halloween costume, or the alien mutant, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, I saw the list.
I have them up there. I don't even know what I have them listed at. 1,500 or something like that, or
yeah, something like that.
I marked them high on purpose because what I did was, see if I pull them up here. Come on, eBay. Better on my phone. Oh, there he is. Now it comes up. Oh, he's on for 2,000. 1999.75 best offer. So what I did was I'm trying a strategy out. I priced him high. I know he's not worth that much. Not that I know of. But I promoted that listing pretty heavily at like 30%. So my God, if somebody would go in there and pop that thing off at full price, I'm out 40% off fees and stuff like that. But what I'm doing is, since it's a rare piece, I priced it high, promoted it pretty good, and now I got 22 watchers on it. I'm going to change it to auction and then not promote the auction, because I should be able to bring those 22 watchers over to the auction without having to pay eBay a promoted fee.
As long as you end it and then relist it from your unsold and then change it to auction. If you try and list it new, then they won't get a message saying, hey, this has been relisted at a lower price.
Yeah, I think there's a thing.
Same thing with sell similar.
Yes. This would be just change to auction. You don't even got to end it. Just change it right to auction. I'll run it 5 days. I'll do it right now. I'll start it off at $14.95.
There must be a lot more people doing more than 30%, because I just did a search of alien costume, and it's my understanding the higher you promote something, so the more fees you pay to eBay, the higher we're going to move you up the list. And I don't see, my system defaults to newly listed, but it should still have yours towards the top, and I'm just not seeing it. Let me do best match. No, even under best match, I'm not seeing your listing.
See, I was promoted pretty high too. I mean, way higher than what I would normally ever promote something because I was just trying to get the ads out there.
I mean, I use promoted on a lot of my stuff. I've slacked recently. I probably have about 1,000 new listings on that. I don't have it on yet. I just don't have the time to get it on and change them.
I usually do too. I promote it at, I'll promote it at like 5%. It's nothing small, so I know there's going to be like a 15 to 20% fee coming off that. But
yeah, you may if you're going to go 30%, I would suggest doing the promoted where you can specify. It's a different promotion. It's what do they call it? Advanced. Let me see here.
Oh, where you pay per click or something like that?
Pay per click, and then you put in an amount that you're willing to pay.
Yeah, so the auction should be live on that now. I'm just going back in and make sure it's not promoted. I took the promotion off. But I just wanted to promote it to get it out there because they don't come up too often. A lot of people were on it, and then I switched it to auction. They're like, "Oh shit, this guy's ready to get rid of it."
Yeah, they changed how you used to be able to promote stuff. It's not. I guess it shows how long since I've done it. I used to be able to go to active inventory and then click on the left side of the item, and then should be an option at the top. Will tell me how many items aren't promoted.
Yeah, promoted's off. So that's weird there too. Like promoted on auction, I haven't done this in a while either. Promoted on auction style used to be a set price. Now it's a percentage rate.
It's called the other promote is called priority campaign. And of course,
maybe I'll still promote. Maybe I'll promote it at 5%. How's that?
eBay does not like Firefox. I just tried to promote something under priority, and it doesn't even give me the option to apply it. Yeah, that's a Firefox issue. Every time they make changes to their program updates, it wreaks havoc with Firefox.
So here's a question for you, Ron. So you have a lot of listings. If you're in eBay and you click on, like I just did there, if you click on listings and active, and then you go down to the search bar to search for something, is there a lag or does yours come right up?
If I go to active, I'm still waiting. There, it's up. So 5 seconds. But I have 6,000 listings.
Okay, yeah, because I mean sometimes mine takes 5 or 6 seconds, and I only got 500 listings. I know that it's not instantaneous. I didn't know if yours would take longer, being 6,000.
My computer's getting old, so it does take a while longer. I bought a new computer, but that's when everything going on with my wife and her cancer, and my mom and her issues, and my stepdad and moving him to a home, and so I just returned the computer because I wasn't going to have time to go through it and set it up because it take 2 days for me to move everything over.
Yeah, I just didn't know if it was like an eBay software issue or if it was just the processor in your computer.
It's going to be a combination of both. So let me try it on what browser is this? Chrome. So listings active, and it's up. So 2-3 seconds. So Chrome was quicker.
Yeah, that's why I use Chrome. So I like Chrome just because I have other tabs open with the YouTube and stuff like that, and I'm usually back and forth when something's uploaded to YouTube. I am usually on eBay while that uploads or something, so I just keep it in the same tab open and working under all one ecosystem.
Hey, I got a gripe about eBay since we're talking about eBay. I really wish I knew someone who worked for the post office. Wink, wink.
I don't know anybody. Well, for a week and a half yet. That's it.
Get your grievances in now, Ron. He's got a week and a half.
A week and a half. The grievances are closed.
I don't know if you guys ever get any of these. I got another message today. Comes from the post office to eBay, and eBay charges me saying I miscalculated the weight for an item. So they're charging me extra money.
Yep, got one the other day.
And this is a swatch. So I probably sold about 1,000 of them now. I know exactly what the weight's going to be. It's 7 ounces. I used the same box. And they're trying to tell me it's 15.84 ounces. So they charged me an extra $1.70.
How'd you send it? That ground advantage, or did you send a priority?
Ground. Yeah, first class. Yeah. So it's impossible. It is not, basically 16 ounces. I know that for a fact. And it was only one swatch. I double checked. I've actually did the paperwork and stuff for a couple of them in the past. And I've even sent pictures of the exact item because I had duplicates of it. And I put it on my scale and I sent them pictures from 2 different scales, because they're going to say, hey, your scale's off. I'm like, no, it's not off. So I sent a picture. I never heard back from any, not a single time. Never heard back from them.
Huh.
They don't care.
Mine's been off. My adjustments have just about always been $1.70 as well. The last 2 I've gotten, which actually one of them I was overpaid and the other one was underpaid.
I've had overpaids too. And I look at it and I'm like, what the hell are they doing? Did they not put the whole package on the scale?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they would have done to do it.
There for a while, everything was. It must have been like one person's scale was off by like 2 pounds, and it was saying I got like 5 of them within a week, and it was all like an extra 2 pounds. And I don't make mistakes on my scale. I mean, once in a while, yeah, that's possible because it's not in the same room my computer is, so I got to remember it. But
where are you? What do you do with your postal stuff? Does that go in your box out there with your FedEx and they come pick it up too, or you drop it off?
Yeah. No, they pick it up.
See, that's funny because if you're not taking it to a window, either the carrier picking it up when he scans it, he has to flag it. It has to, because otherwise it's not really going to any scale unless it's running on a machine. I mean, the machines will weigh them, but they really, the apps machine we use, it doesn't read between the postage and the weight or anything. It's just looking for where it's going and stuff. So, I mean, unless it's going through a window or the carrier is flagging it, which I don't know why the carrier would flag it.
Yeah, they may do audits, random audits.
Yeah, but I mean, if it's saying, what are you saying? You're weighing them at 7 or 8 ounces?
Yeah, they're 7 ounces.
And that's clear right on the label. It tells you.
Yeah.
I mean, unless he's picking it up, and I mean, you could tell it's less than a pound when you pick something up, especially if you work there forever.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how it's getting flagged. I have no idea.
There for a while. I mean, I went through a phase with FedEx, and I kept calling eBay about it and really laying into them because I kept telling them, I said, no, it's not my problem. It's your problem. Your system is wrong. They go, it's dimensional weight. I said, yes, I understand. I said, but, when I put in 12 by 12 by 12 and it comes up on their calculator as a dimensional weight of 8 pounds and the package is actually 6 pounds, your system should be calculating it at the higher rate when the buyers are paying for these items at checkout, because that has to be all calculated into the system. Yeah. And everyone, I must have got 10 different answers from 10 different people.
Well, I know when I wouldn't flag anything. The only time I ever caught anything is if it was heavy and I'd be going through damaged mail. I always looked at, if it's light, I don't care. There's postage on it. It's probably okay. It's the heavy stuff I would pick up and I'd look at it and say 15.99 ounces and it's 30 pounds. Yeah. It's like, come on, dude. Really? Well, the heavy stuff is the only thing I ever looked at.
I could assume a lot of people do that because probably a number of the items go through. I mean, every once in a while, I'll have something that's like 8.8 ounces. You know, so when stuff hits the 9 ounce range, it changes price for first class.
Right,
So
but it's really
down.
not that. It's really not that much. I mean, the price difference isn't that much, and that's why your carriers and stuff, they're not going to worry about it that much, because the time that it's taken them to look at everything, and it's not worth the time and money. It's the heavy stuff that people are putting 15.9 ounces on, and it's 30 pounds. That's where they're losing the money. So yeah, like I said, I don't know how that got flagged and why it got flagged, because that's just stupid.
Yeah,
and then it's wrong anyway.
Yeah.
I had two heavy things last week. They went FedEx. Holy shit! Them damn LiftMaster garage door openers, Joe, from Summerdale.
Yeah.
Shit. I mean, the guy. I had him one there for I don't know, $1,500. It's like I sold at auction, so I was like, I got to get these things out of the basement. It's one of them things, and apparently the guy contacted me after he got the first one. He goes, "Yeah, it's a rare piece. It's not too many people order this specific gate opener." I'm like, "Oh shit," you know what I mean? Sold for $100, but I had $350 to ship it because I knew I can get it to the West Coast. And it went to Texas, so I made $200 off shipping. And I said, well, I have another one. Would you be interested? He said, yeah. It's the same thing. He paid the same amount. So I made another $200 off shipping. I'm already in the green from the damn keypad controllers I was selling. So I was like, man, getting that thing out of the basement. I mean, it was already boxed up, which that was easy. They were factory sealed. I was like, shit. Bringing that thing up, took that thing out to FedEx. I dropped it there. I was like, I don't need a receipt, but it's heavy. Okay. He went to pick it up. Ooh, that's all he heard was. I turned to walk out the door. He's like, ooh.
Workman's comp.
I was like, I put it on our house scale that we weigh ourselves with, and it came up 96 pounds. I just took it to 100 to be safe. And they didn't say anything.
I do have a question for you, and I don't know if you want to answer it on this video or not, but do they flag? I mean, is there a way to tell someone jerry rig the size of the package? Because I'm noticing a lot of times, especially stuff going out to the West Coast, if I ship something in the shoebox, it could be $12, but if I put it in their box 7, it's now $14.
Only if there's a bar. I just learned this weeks ago. Here, I'll show you. You see the barcode on the priority boxes?
Yeah.
They'll scan that barcode. That tells them exactly what kind of box it's supposed to be in. So it knows what size that box is when they scan that. And then they can look at it. They can look at it, and if it's been altered in any way, as long as it's not a flat rate box, it's not going to matter. But if you take a flat rate box and they scan that and it says flat rate, and you've extended and made it bigger,
the
flaps and stuff, then they're going to gig you for it because it's no longer a flat rate box, and it's going to take it out of the dimensions that the flat rates show. So, I mean, that's one way they can do it. And that's just by catching it by eye. But as far as the machines go, no. I mean, it's still a visual thing. Somebody's got to see it.
I wonder. I should go back and look. I wonder if that's where my overpaid adjustment's coming from, because I know the one item I shipped, it was a little bit longer. Like the shoebox is 15.86. It was probably 16. I couldn't cram it down there, or it was 17. So I just, I Frankenstein put another shoebox over top. So it's 2 shoeboxes together. So instead of 15 inches long, it was 17. I did enter 17, but if it went through and scanned that barcode as 15.
Yeah, that could be. It was picking it up as a shoebox. Yeah. And thought that. And
technically, I jerry rigged it to 17
because they knew what size box it was or something. But
So the labels don't have the size on it.
No, that label that.
Yeah.
They don't.
They just have the weight.
Well, they used to, man. They took it off there.
Yeah.
I thought they used to have a little dimension thing on there. They must have changed. They must have changed it when they updated it at one point or another.
No, here, I'll put it up again. You
Yeah,
can
you're
look.
right. Because even on there, yeah,
Yeah,
I'm looking on some other things too. Yeah.
yeah. This thing here was
Yeah.
the box 4, the 7x7x6.
Yeah. Well, how do they know what you put in the system then?
Yeah, well, I just put it. Yeah, I put it in 776, but I'm noticing that even for stuff that's lightweight and under a square foot, the prices have been different based on the size.
Well,
of the box.
if you use priority boxes that have those barcodes on, when they scan it, they know what size box it is. And,
okay, so you cover up the barcodes. Okay,
but they still, if you don't put a price, if they don't put a price on, like I don't show the price on my shipping labels. I don't ever let it show. There's no way for them to know what postage was paid. I don't know how, they don't know because I have no one to ask.
I take that off there right away.
no, I put mine on. I leave mine on for stuff that's free or stuff that I didn't charge enough weight and it's close to what it is, so I just put it on there.
Yeah.
Like if I'm using a flat rate cost and if it's more expensive, I make sure I put it on there so they know that, hey, I only charged 13.
That's right. Yeah.
15, but it was actually 16.
I might start doing that because every once in a while I'll have one that I'll bump up and pay a little bit extra, but usually I don't show it. But yeah, that's a good idea. That way they know, hey, I gave you a little help there.
Yeah, I had some for example, I had some motorcycle catalogs from probably the 20s, and they went for like $250, $300 each. And I had free first class shipping on them. Well, because of the value, I decided, okay, I'm going to send them priority mail, but not pay the extra money for the insurance. So instead of, then all of a sudden, even if it's only 1 ounce, it's going to, like California, still what, $10.97 or $11.
Yeah.
Yeah. Up to a pound. So I always make sure they know.
Just had a sale come in there. Harley Davidson Tervis tumblers.
There you
lot
go.
of two. $19.99. Paid $1 for the set.
I sold a bike trainer, a caboose train car for Pennsylvania Railroad, and a camera lens since we've been talking.
Sold a Mad Magazine right before we started too for $11. But yeah, see, look, that was a great topic. We came in today. I didn't have really major topics on my mind, but the post office topic led us into a nice little discussion there. I do have a grievance with the post office. Our mail carrier quit again. I mean,
I can't blame him.
He was good. We had a system down. We had a good system down. And
did he bid a different route or did he?
I don't know. All I know is somebody just said he resigned.
Really?
He's a quirky guy, but he was a cool guy. He did a great job, and I was like, boy, if he stayed another month, he was getting a nice gift card. But I have an old supervisor's telephone number because I've had issues with picking up packages my whole life. And what really pissed me off was I would schedule the online pickup for free. Then they just wouldn't pick them up. And for the longest time, the supervisor or whoever does it wouldn't put that online pickup slip in our address for our mail. So the carrier, it wasn't the carrier's fault. The carrier was like, I never got a slip. I don't know.
Yeah.
But then the next day, like this just happened this week too. This was for Sunday into Monday. They didn't pick them up Monday. They're still sitting on my back porch today. I scheduled another one today, but so I keep looking out the window. I don't know if we're going to get mail today or not, but yet today at 4:46 a.m., I get the email saying, "Thank you for using USPS. We have successfully completed your package pickup on the Monday's pickup." No, you haven't. They're still sitting there.
They have to, because it's on there to do, and they have to clear it.
But I'm like, no packages were scanned. Who was in there at almost 5 o'clock in the morning just saying, fuck it? Just scanning shit.
That's the first thing they do in the morning. 5 o'clock in the morning is all parcels. That's what they work. They work parcels.
Because my biggest thing,
and somebody had that slip and said, "Here, we'll pick it that. We're going to take that out."
Outstanding. I'm going to clear it.
Because my problem is, it specifically says on the online pickup that they're not responsible. If somebody takes them off your porch before the pickup occurs. My question is, and the supervisor she's a very nice lady. She's working from home right now because she's coming over some health issues, she said, but she at least calls in there and gets this shit fixed for the most part. But I always pose the question to her is, what if I have $1,500 worth of postage going out, items going out? You're saying your system says we picked them up, but none of them are scanned and they're missing. Does the insurance cover that then?
Only if they scan the barcodes for the package into the.
But once it's scanned, picked up, or whatever. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's saying here that you picked them up.
No, they'll shoot it
you
down.
You scan the slip like we completed your package pickup, which would ensue that the packages are in your.
That's the same thing as delivered and it disappears. There's no claim. If it was scanned delivered, you got no claim. They'll shoot it down.
You'd be surprised how many times I'll get a message saying, "Hey, I was home. It's on my camera. They never dropped off a package. They say they did." And I said, "Do me a favor." I said, "Check with your neighbors. It's always next door or down the street."
Yeah, I mean, this is to me this email says, and the slip, if I would print out, says you picked up my packages. You just may have not scanned them in at this facility yet, but you picked them up. And if they never get scanned at the facility, where are they? Did the carrier take them home, like Newman from Seinfeld? Did he just take the mail home?
Well, see, and the thing is, they can follow up on that shit because if it was scanned, whoever scanned them, their ID is on that scan.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Every person has an identification number to get into that scanner. You have to log on to that scanner in order to do a scan.
Well, at 4:46 in the morning, they should ask that person, "Why'd you scan that slip?" Because the packages weren't picked up. Why'd you scan it?
But they're not
discipline them.
That's the problem.
Last year I had a nightmare of an issue. My lady was out, and she said she almost got fired. She had to go to Africa for 3 weeks because her father died, and they were trying to say, "No, you can't take time off." And she hasn't taken time off. I think she's like you, Joe. She's got like 4 months of vacation backed up. She's at the point now she can't back anything more, so they give her a check for unused. Anyways, so she was out. I had a new person, or temporary, picking up my packages, and I didn't catch it the first day. The second day, I started getting all these messages on eBay. Here, whoever was picking these up, they didn't scan it on the scanner correctly as picked up. So when they had accidentally put delivered, when they were picking these up, it was showing as delivered. And oh my God, I must have gotten, I don't know how many nasty messages. And I can't remember if it was like a Monday. Monday, sometimes I'll get like 30 packages or more out there. And it just, oh my God, it got to the point where I'm like, okay, I made a real nice Word document. So I just cut and paste. I sent it to everybody that had a pick up to let them know what had happened, to try and head off any other nasty messages. I had to call
Mine usually happens Tuesday because Tuesdays are float, and sometimes it's like somebody coming in from a different store, or like different office, or just a new person. And that was the same thing. Like, I sent 8 people saying it's delivered. I was like, what? It was just on my porch this morning. There's no way it made it to Illinois in 6 hours.
Yeah.
Hang tight. I'm sure there's a mistake. And next thing you know, another scan goes through and it fixes it. But just pay attention, people. Pay attention to your job and do it correctly.
Yeah, I can't remember. For some reason, I'm thinking they can't, because a lot of times when they get to different facilities, they scan them received in and scan them when they go back out again. And because it was delivered, can they allow more?
I don't think the system will let you do anything. No, the system is set to end it right there. I think. I don't think there's any way to go back in and
I think that was a problem.
And redo that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was a problem too, because I think it might have been one person or two who actually argued the point, saying, "Hey, I never got it," and they basically probably lied. And I had to file claims. I mean, I got paid on stuff, saying, "Okay, how can it get to California and and the same day you guys picked it up, within a minute."
Oh boy. Well, hopefully, with our top 5 here, we won't run into the mistakes shipping Christmas. I've really never had anything with Christmas stuff. Post office, for the most part, is pretty quick priority mail. I've never had really issues. But this week's top 5, the top 5 Christmas crazes or toy crazes, gift crazes of all time. So let's pull this up here. And Joe, just let you know, I was nice enough to put you in the dark green today.
All right. You want me to go ahead and give you mine a while then?
We still have to spin it because I may rig the wheel.
All right.
Yep. See, you're not going first. Ron is. Battle of the greens here.
Oh, go. Yes. Give me the turn. I'll take it.
Get back to here. Present. Stop the screen. Go back. All right. All right, Ron. What was your number 1?
I'm going to say Legos.
I didn't put them on my list because I had other ones better, but I mean they were going to be an honorable mention for me.
Yeah,
I think I got 15 things on my list. I had to stop.
I'll go to me growing up. This was the biggest one of all. I mean, people were being stomped for them. Was the Cabbage Patch Dolls back? What was that? The 80s, mid 80s,
84.
And remember that people were fighting over them in the store.
Oh yeah.
Actually, I had that on top of my list, but I wanted to get Legos out there.
Them damn things are creepy too. Them Cabbage Patch Dolls.
Did you know there was a recall on one of them? I didn't know. The one that chews.
Mm-hmm.
And people were getting their fingers. Kids were getting their fingers crushed because the motor was too strong and their hair was caught. They couldn't get it pulled out.
If you go on YouTube, there's a reseller who specifically deals with Cabbage Patch Dolls, and the Commonwealth Picker had him on his channel. And I mean, they really niched down their reselling. Like they know the mold number of heads. Like each head has a mold number, and they know which ones are valuable, which one. Not for me. I mean, I sell a variety of shit, but I mean, I don't know. They love Cabbage Patch Dolls. To each their own, I guess. Where are you going there, Joe?
Anything Star Wars.
Yep. They're always fighting over the shit. Dolls, posters, anything Star Wars.
And mainly the first three. The first 3 movies. Yeah. After that, I mean, they just overmade the stuff, but it was always big back then. And then one of the big things when we were little, for my round the turn, Rock'em Sock'em Robots.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we love I mean, they still make them now. They repopped them, but yeah. Oh, we loved ours. They were cool.
I'm gonna go with the next. To me, I thought the biggest one. Remember the Tickle Me Elmo craze?
Yeah.
God, they were selling for thousands of dollars for this stupid thing that I mean, people would just buy this shit for enormous, obscene prices.
And
Ron?
back to me. Okay, back to back here. I'm gonna go with the same thing. Or if there was fights, when they came out, the Thai Beanie Babies.
Oh yeah, they were on that was one of my
Yeah.
probably next list.
And
That's the biggest sell, and now the biggest flop. They just had a sale on them over the weekend. Somebody they had no bids on them at all.
they do sell still if you just bulk them up.
Well, yeah, they had them. I think they had them broken down into 2 or 3 a piece, and that was it. And they had them all starting at $5. It ain't gonna happen.
Hey,
It's like you go into a yard sale and people have them listed for $5 a piece. Like, now, I wouldn't even
but they're in plastic cases.
I can't even give you $1 for it because I can't give it to the dog because of the damn beans in there. It's not like a stuffed animal. I'll buy stuffed animals for 25 cents and give them to dogs.
And then the other item, that speaking of dogs, my dogs love these things. The Furbies.
Oh, that was my next pick,
yeah.
damn it.
That Furby was left on the ground, it was destroyed in a second.
Yeah.
Furbies. I had one of them when I was actually growing up. I never really cared for it. I don't know how my parents got a hold of it, but they did. Yeah, Furbies was a huge craze. I'm gonna go with. I think this one. This one was just a few years ago, and people were taking them off the shelves at Walmart and stuff like that. The Hatchimals.
Yeah.
It was like an egg with a timer on it, and I don't know, it was some sort of stuffed animal came out, but they were huge.
Every once in a while, you can find one at a yard sale. The originals from the 80s.
Scratch that off. Joe with the old back to back.
This took over the old cassette and DVD or CD players. iPod Touches. When the iPod Touches came out, everybody, all the kids wanted them. Everybody wanted an iPod Touch. You know, wasn't just the music, but now you could watch movies, you could watch videos, all kinds of stuff.
I had iPods on here. Let me scratch that off my list.
Yeah. I think the touches, the shuffles, and they were all good. They were good for joggers and stuff like that. But the touches, yeah, when you could download movies and videos and stuff, and actually see stuff on the screen. They were expensive too. Oh Lord! And then either or Hot Wheels and Matchboxes. They cost next to nothing anymore, but you know they have their ups and downs over the years, but they're still kids still love them.
Oh yeah, we used to get one in our stocking. That was an automatic stocking stuffer. Automatic.
Yep.
This one it seems like a give me, but I'll take it now. Just it looks good on my list. The Nintendo craze of the late 80s, the originally NES. Every kid wanted it.
Yeah,
I mean, every single
everything under there. Nintendo, the Switch, the Wii.
Game Boy had a huge craze.
Yeah,
Game Boy was big.
Yeah, your first handhelds, that you could actually play at home. Yeah, a handheld, take it with you in the car.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was surprised I didn't have that on my list.
Yeah.
Am I up?
Yep, back to back for you there, Ron.
Okay, everything on my list is pretty much stuff that I grew up with, except for this one. You guys can take a guess. Christmas Story.
Oh, the leg lamps.
BB gun.
Oh, the Red Rider. The Red Rider.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Little boy always had a BB or a pellet gun. Oh, yeah.
And then something that I wish I didn't do was with my Red Rider BB gun, I would shoot my G.I. Joes. That's my second choice.
That was on my list. G.I. Joes were on my list. Now I got to think of something else. Oh, yeah. G.I. Joes were hot, man. every year. About a good 4 or 5 year run there, just new vehicles.
Yeah,
oh my
when
god!
I moved back
Shit.
from California, they didn't pack all that stuff up. I didn't get any of my GI Joe stuff, and I had a lot of stuff that was boxed.
That big ass aircraft carrier.
Never
Every
had
kid wanted that at Christmas time. That thing was
Man,
huge.
boy, that thing still brings money.
Yeah, it does.
I just saw one not too long ago. Yeah, they're bringing $600-700 yet.
You're better off parting those things out because there's always pieces that are missing. People said,
Yeah.
Since Ron took my GI Joes, I'll have to move on to my next one on the list. Basically, because Home Alone came out, the big craze of that year or two was that Talk Boy. That cassette, you can record your voice. I don't know who made it, but it was probably Hasbro or something like that. But yeah, the Talk Boy. Every kid wanted one of those because that Christmas movie came out, and it's another one of the things. They were like Cabbage Patch Dolls. You couldn't find them anywhere. You had to know somebody. I think I heard her mailman, but I'm not sure. Patiently have Patrick downstairs. Joe, over to you for your last pick.
Slot cars. Slot and slotless cars. We like the slotless ones better. The ones that would actually change lanes. So you could use a little controller to make them switch over in lanes without having the pin on them to move around. But yeah,
they were a little after my time. We had the Tyco sets, but
yeah,
I guess
TCR.
Yeah.
The old HO scales.
AFX.
Yep. Aurora.
Yeah, Aurora's they're the old ones. They go back to the 60s, maybe even the 50s. I'm not sure how far back they go.
All right, we'll go over the list here. I chose this topic because next week is obviously Thanksgiving and then Black Friday. So I don't know if we'll do a podcast next week. We'll have to talk about it. So that's why I chose the topic, because everybody's going to be going out Christmas shopping. So Ron had Lego, Beanie Babies, Furby, Red Ryder, and GI Joes. I had the Cabbage Patch Dolls, the Tickle Me Elmo, Hatchimals, Nintendo, and Talk Boy. And Joe came in at Star Wars, Rock'em Sock'em, iPod Touches, Hot Wheels / Matchbox, and slot cars. Anybody else have anything else on our list that did not get mentioned?
Oh, yeah, I got a bunch. Barbie dolls.
Barbie's was on mine.
The old Rubik's Cubes, Nerf balls, and the guns. Transformers. Teenage
Transformers. Yeah.
Little Pony.
Yeah, they were hot. They were hot at one time.
Falling for that stuff.
Strawberry shortcake stuff. My sister, she got that stuff all the time when we were little. Every Christmas she was getting something. I
had the Teddy Ruxpin.
Yep.
I think I don't know if I had the Teddy Ruxpin, but I had the identical. It was the Mickey Mouse one, but it wasn't. It was the Mickey Mouse talking thing.
I think
that
was
Teddy Ruxpin.
Yeah, I think they were Telco. I think Telco made those.
I think so. And another hot one from the 90s was them damn Tamagotchis.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was that digital pet. Oh my God, them things were crazy.
Yeah.
Them and them damn Zuzu pets.
Yeah, they were on my list. Juju pets.
The hamsters.
Fucking hamsters running everywhere. In the other year, when that Frozen movie came out, the Frozen Elsa doll was huge.
Oh yeah,
absolutely huge. And the rest of mine was just different video game stuff like Game Boy, iPads, PlayStation, Nintendo Wii. All right, well, that wraps it up for us. Everybody have a good Thanksgiving. If we don't do one next week, I'm not sure. So safe travels, good eating.
Yep, you guys too.
You're going down to Jersey, right, Joe? Is that where you're going?
No, they're coming home.
Oh, they're coming home. Oh, Christmas you're going down, right?
Yeah, we're watching the baby for Christmas. Yeah, they're coming home. probably go down to my mom's. I haven't gone to my mom's for Thanksgiving in probably 15 years. We usually do it at home. So I talked to her today. They're going to be home. I said, we were going to go down and visit since the baby's going to be here if they come in time, and that way she gets to see the baby. She said she's cooking. I said, you don't have to cook. We're just going to bring the baby down so she can see her, but she's cooking. So we'll do something over the weekend, either Friday or Saturday, more than likely. We might even just go out for dinner.
Yeah, we're heading over the mountain to Tim's house. So should be interesting. Next year, though, we're going away next year. Next year, we're going to Tennessee.
Oh, yeah.
Me, Sarah, Patrick, Kevin, and Maria.
Bear in the candy store on Main Street this week. I saw him. We were watching
I saw that.
Did you see it?
Yeah, I saw him.
Oh.
Yeah, Sarah got a cabin. We're going to go down there for the week and come home. I don't know if we're coming home Black Friday or that Saturday, but we'll do Thanksgiving there. A beautiful cabin. So we'll just spend Thanksgiving down there and just do a quick turkey breast or something in the oven. I think Kevin's excited about going to Dollywood. I told him, it's like an amusement park, Kevin. I think he's thinking it's something else, Joe. I'm thinking he's thinking it's something else.
www.wicked.com or what?
Yeah. He very well could be.
Oh.
All right. Until next time, head on over, check us out on the socials. Make sure you like and comment on the videos and see what you guys have on your list or Christmas crazes that we did not. So until next time, have a safe holiday if we don't hear from you by then.
Later, fellas.
Yep. See ya.